Hey everybody, and welcome to the lounge. My name is sFar, and I'm a Clash Royale player. First of all, I want to say, for those who don't know what Clash Royale is a mobile gaming that Supercell came up with. It's kind of like a spin-off of Clash of Clans. I started playing Clash of Clans maybe like 2 years ago, and then when Clash Royale came out last year, I completely stopped playing Clash of Clans. The one thing that I like about Clash of Clans is it's a free-to-play game. You don't have to spend money to get gems. Obviously, if you do spend money, you're able to advance faster. And Clash Royale is very similar to the whole concept of they try to make it free-to-play, but you can spend money to open your chest faster, to go to the shop, and you could actually buy units with gold. You could buy chests. You could get gold with gems. And they do make it so that if you do want to advance faster, if you're a new player, you could obviously spend money and get higher level troops. For those who are new to, what Clash Royale is, this is a YouTube channel dedicated to Clash Royale. What I'm going to be doing is showing you guys replays. I'm going to be talking about the gameplay. Eventually, once I get enough subscribers, I will be doing live games as well. But yeah, for those who are new to what Clash Royale is, it's a card game. It's very similar to like Magic the Gathering. It's very similar to Pokemon. It's kind of like Hearthstone for those who play Hearthstone on Blizzard. And the whole concept of it is you get these units, you get these characters that you could unlock. A lot of these units come from Clash of Clans. For those who play Clash of Clans, you have goblins, you have minions, you have the P.E.K.K.A, you have Hog Riders, you have barbarian heads, you have goblin heads, and so there's a lot of units that cross over between Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. The one thing that I like about this game, like I said, it works like a card game, and you're able to collect new cards and you're able to upgrade them. Right now they have different types of cards that they have. They have commons. Obviously, commons you could get in almost every single chest. They're easy to upgrade. They take more cards to upgrade once you get to like level 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But the whole point of commons is you're able to get them in almost every chest. You could get them in silver chests, you could get them in super magical chests, you could get them in any type of chest. Then the next level up is rares. Like a mini P.E.K.K.A, it's a rare. It doesn't take as much cards to get because they're a little bit harder to find. And then after rares, you have epics, and the most rare card you can get is legendary. Now this is the one thing that makes me kind of mad at the game, is commons, rares, epics, and legendaries. It has nothing to do with how good the card is. Those commons that are extremely strong, you have elite barbarians, you have the royal giant, and these are just commons. You have a knight. The knight costs 3 elixir, and it's just a common, so almost everybody can have it maxed out if that's kind of the decks that you're using. And so just because you have a rare, or just because you have a legendary, or just because you have an epic, doesn't mean that these cards are good. Let me just go ahead and get a game playing. This is just the last game I played. And that's the thing that's kind of frustrating about this game, is you could have a deck just of pure commons, and it could be extremely strong. Right now, the one thing that it makes me extremely mad that in these last updates, I was hoping that the knight was gonna get a nerf, because a knight and skeletons, which costs 4 elixir, completely stops my counter push of Dark Prince and Mini P.E.K.K.A. And the Dark Prince just got a buff, which I am liking, and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. also got the buff. But even with the damage increases, a knight and skeletons, one elixir skeletons, it stops the push. They take enough damage from the knight, the tower is able to do enough damage, and it prevents them, it stops them fast enough for them to shut down that counter push with just 4 elixir. And in order to do that push, it costs 8 elixir. So that's kind of the one thing that makes me frustrated, is it has nothing to do with how good the cards are. It just, the rarity depends on how often you find the cards. And so that's one thing that's kind of frustrating. One thing I do want to talk about is the balance changes. Night Witch is completely shut down. No one really uses the Night Witch because she just got completely destroyed with the updates, with the new patch that just came out. One of the strongest decks that, once there were 4,000 trophies, 4,600 trophies, you do see, well, we did see a lot of Golem Night Witch decks. With Night Witch being nerfed, I don't see Night Witch Golem anymore. I'm seeing a lot more Golem, Baby Dragon, goblins, goblin herds, and skeleton army. And that's what I'm experiencing right now. And another thing that I am also seeing a lot on the ladder. I'm not that good of a player. I would say I'm average. I play around 4.2 and 4.6 thousand trophies. For those who are new, who don't know what that means, the trophies that I usually have is 4,100 to 4,600. Currently, the last 2 seasons, I was able to get into Challenger 3. I'm trying to get into Masters 1. I have a lot of people in my clan who are very good at the game, and they're able to get Masters 1 like 3 seasons in a row. And that helps out a lot because you get those awesome chests that they came out with these ranking system, which are able to help you get your upgrades that you need. And so yeah, so that's a little bit about what Clash Royale is. As you could see on the bottom of the screen that's the elixir that's pumped. That you can see I have 3 elixir, and every so often you get elixir. The games last about 3 minutes long. In the last minute, you get something called double elixir, as you saw in the video. And what that means is you get more elixir pumping out, so you can drop your units faster, and you're able to get these big pushes. So let me just show you one more replay, and that would be it for this video. I don't want it to be too long. I'll show you a defeat. I'm okay with that. And so, as you guys watch my videos, I'm going to be showing you wins, loses. I'm going to be showing you games I play on the ladder, and I'm also going to be showing you games I play in challenges. So this game obviously wasn't a challenge because you can see that I'm only a level 9 when I'm really a level 11. And so that's the kind of the cool thing it is about this game is if you get sick of just playing the ladder, if you just want a refresher and you just mess around and try new decks, you could always just pay 10 gems and go play a classic challenge. And you could try new decks, you could try things out, you could try different varieties of your decks, and it kind of makes it really fun. The last thing that the Supercell did that was extremely awesome that I hope they do, that they keep doing, is they had 2v2s. And for a long time, the 2v2s was only for the clan, to get the clan chest. And then they made it on the ladder so that you could do 2v2s outside of the clan chest. And they did that for a whole entire month. It was extremely successful. A lot of people had fun with it. And I hope they keep doing different gameplays like that. Just recently we had a sudden death challenge. That was really fun, a 2v2 sudden death. They had a 2v2 triple elixir. And these different types of game modes, it's really fun because you get really sick of just playing the ladder. I know for me, I can only fight so much hog decks. Right now I just got done fighting like 6 hog decks in the last couple of hours when I was playing the game, and it just gets really repetitive when you keep fighting the same decks once you get 4,000 plus trophies, because I understand why people use these decks, because they're trying to trophy push, and I am all about trophy pushing. I'm trying to get to 5,000 with the type of card levels that I have. As you guys can see, I'm a free-to-play player, which means I don't pay money. I don't ever gym, I don't buy gems, I don't buy gold, I don't really do anything to give myself a speed up. I just have to go off of what the game gives me. And that can be kind of frustrating because once you get to like 4,600 trophies, you're starting to fight max out players. And sometimes you lose, not because you're not the better player, because you just have not as high level cards. And that makes a huge difference. A level 6 between a level 8 P.E.K.K.A. makes a huge difference. If I fight level 7 golems, or I fought a max level golem, and my P.E.K.K.A. only got to half health, and then my P.E.K.K.A. died. Like, it does make a difference, but if you're a good player, you could get to, 4,600, 5,000 trophies with level 6 epics, level 11 commons, and level 9 rares. Which makes it, pretty fair if you're a good player, you're able to advance. I just gave up because I got destroyed. There's nothing I could do. He just outplayed me, which, it happens. It's part of the game. Now, just to wrap up this video, I am going to be doing videos once a week for now, because as you can see, I got no subscribers. I'm a brand new YouTuber. As I get more people watching the videos and as I get more people to subscribe, I'm going to go from once a week to 3 times a week, and then once I am able to do it, every day, as long as I got people watching the content, that's going to be pretty cool. So I'm obviously doing this as a hobby. I'm new to YouTube and making videos, and so I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope that you guys keep watching and if you do like the video, just subscribe. And as I do weekly videos, you guys will be able to see my new content. Or I hope you guys keep clashing, and remember, it's just a game.